there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, fuck, $1,000,000 if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No, 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 no.
No! God, please, no! Oh, no.
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
You know what I was thinking about today? Would you rather have a super smart or a super dumb pet? That's right. We are back again. Ya boys are back. It's a Thursday night. This your first time listening? Well, my name is Owen, and I will be the captain of your shit ship on this journey of the shit seas. Along with me is my good friend Mike B.
Hey, Mike B in the place to be.
In the place to be. And our friend from the Great White North, it's our good buddy Ty. How you doing, you tall bastard?
No. I like
Hey-o.
it.
I like that. Oh, it's like I got like some stereo sound effect going on in my brain. It was kind of cool. I like it.
Chimmy, chonga.
It's almost like that ASMR type thing. It's kind of got that vibe, huh?
How does it sound when I talk on top of my mic?
Ty, you could totally do ASMR stuff. You're missing out on a great opportunity, I think.
Stream right there,
Dude,
baby.
yeah, you should do close talking, low talking Ty. And then women, could you remember that whole Howard Stern bit? It's in the movie Private Parts where he's talking.
Put your speaker pointing towards the ceiling.
Put your speaker on the
Straddle
ground.
said speaker.
Yeah.
Are you gonna talk girls off on the radio?
There's probably a market for it. I mean, if Howard Stern can do it, I mean, I'm sure.
There's 1,000% a market for talking girls off on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think you should get into that, my friend. I think dude, this is a whole revenue stream that we haven't thought of. Maybe we'll do an Oh No, like ASMR channel, whatever it is. I just realized what was wrong. My shoes are still on. I can't do a show. I can't do a show in shoes. This is ridiculous.
Hold on. I'm gonna try this one time.
What?
So I'm gonna kick my shoes off right now.
Yeah.
And what's the timestamp on this, Owen?
Oh
Give me a
well.
timestamp.
I mean, I don't know. I don't look at that. It's
Well, however long it is right now, I just kicked the old shoes off.
So
3 minutes. Let's call 4 minutes in.
All
shoes
right.
off.
So yeah. So what are we saying? Like, see if the show gets better with your shoes kicked off or not?
Better, markedly better or worse from shoes off at this point.
What are your What's your shoe situation, Ty? Are you?
I'm rocking socks right now, and that is nothing. No shoes.
No shoes. I like it. All right. Like I would imagine too. Like where you're at, your feet must get pretty damn cold.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Also, weird diabeticness. You start to slowly lose the feeling in your extremities, so it's not as bad.
Yeah,
It's actually kind of one of the times it works out for you. You're like, I'm sure I'd be freezing if I felt my feet entirely.
Yeah.
Ah, oh, the diabetes. Ah, the joke that is diabetes.
Yes.
Ha.
Yes. Oh man, I did bring up right at the top of the show how I was asking, would you rather have a super smart or a super dumb pet? And I think this can go two different ways because I've got a very intelligent cat, right? But it comes like that's cool at times because she's very intuitive and she'll even play fetch and like she's a smart kitty.
Oh, and you
But
remember that one time you like put the math equation on the whiteboard and just left it up there and she solved it?
yeah, she does it
Do
all.
it, Ginger.
She does it
Do
all the
it,
time.
Ginger.
Well, she handles my taxes too. Like she handles all my taxes. Like she's
Yeah.
She's the best.
yeah,
She's really good with Excel.
she is. She can make a great spreadsheet. It's amazing. It really is. But no, but that so it sort of bites you in your ass sometimes because she knows when you're trying to trick her. Like when I try and give her a flea medicine, she knows that it's like probably that time of the month where I've got to do it, and then there's like she knows like where it is in a certain cupboard in the house, and then she knows the sound of the wrapper, and she knows the whole drill. So I have to really I have to come up with these like convoluted schemes and like pretend like I'm not gonna give it to her, and then I I have to trick her every single time into giving her flea medicine because she'll like run away, and she's pretty damn smart about it.
Owen's having like an Ocean's 11 style like heist meeting about how to give his cat medicine.
It is. It's like that. It really
The
is.
story would be really good with that music behind it, though. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, and then we can do the second one with like a bunch of Italian music because that soundtrack for Ocean's 12 with all like the Italian like lakeside cafe music,
Yeah.
fucking killer.
I don't even. Yeah. Okay. I'll take your word on it. I mean,
Sorry.
I'll take your word on that one. But then like I was thinking too, like, okay, it's great that she's smart. Like she can do certain things. Like and she can and she avoids the medicine and stuff. But then I was thinking like, what are the pros and cons of having like a really dumb pet? Because just like people, like I'm sure there's like I don't know how you'd measure it, like, but there's like an IQ level of like dumb dogs, dumb cats, and like smart cats, smart dogs, right? Like there's got to be an IQ level of that type of thing. And I was thinking like it might be easier if your pet was just super dumb and like just never really knew what was going on. Where would you rate your parents' dog, Ty? Like, would you rate
Moose?
Oh, jeez. Moose dog, he he is smart. He's also stupid. Both of these things exist in him.
Okay.
But I think he's more of a stubborn and slightly smart. He's not too smart.
Yeah, but
He's not
see, yeah, okay. So you just said it. Then he must be smart enough because if they're stubborn, that typically means they have more intelligence, I would think, than a really dumb dog, right? Dumb dogs
he is a good dog.
don't know it. They don't know enough to be stubborn.
Whoa. Smart or dumb does not connotate good or bad dog.
No,
Let's
I know,
be
but I
serious.
feel
Let's be
guilty
careful.
not being like he's the smartest dog because I like him.
He's a
I
good
do like him.
dog. No, that's okay.
Me and Moose finally kind of got over, like, we've always been bros. Like, we'll hang out, we'll play a little bit, it's cool, but he's been, like, chilling with me lately a couple times. He'll get up in the bed on occasion and what have you. So it's like, what's up, Moose? All right. I see how it is. Now we can hang. I don't know. Sorry.
What about what about your old dog, Mikey?
I think our old dog was, I would say she was like a run-of-the-mill
Right in the middle.
7-Eleven worker. Like she was like,
Okay.
She was I think though she was also deaf, so I think that like puts a weird spin on, like it made it harder to discern whether she was smart or not.
Deaf people are pretty dumb. I agree. Like,
But that's not what I said. I said that made it harder to determine if she was smart. We did. I mean, we had her trained to do certain things. She knew how to like tap on the. We had a bell on the back sliding glass door.
What?
That she learned to like. She would just hop up and tap it to be like, "Hey, I need to go outside," and she would tap the bell.
That's pretty smart. That's not bad.
But again, she was deaf, so there'd be times where it's like we'd like go to call her, and I don't think that she's dumb, but she was deaf. So yeah, maybe you know what, smart dog.
Okay.
Because we did have her trained to do certain things. She could go up steps. Like we got her a little step ladder to like get up into the bed because she was small and the bed was pretty tall.
I don't know if that takes intelligence to go up steps.
I don't know, man. You can't send certain things up steps. Too dumb. You've seen pandas handle steps? They fall down them.
I've never seen that. Is that a thing?
Pandas going up steps? I mean, we watched all those panda compilation videos. They fucking suck at everything.
They do. They're except
my old dog's smarter than a panda.
I did actually see a video. Well, your old dog is probably smarter than, like, as you were comparing it to a 7-Eleven employee. It's probably smarter than a lot of 7-Eleven employees, really. Like,
I was a 7-Eleven employee.
Well, and you're a genius, as we all know.
And a romantic.
But no, I did see some panda videos over this past week, and I feel like this happens every year when it snows in China, and they got them in the zoos or whatever, and they're like, they love playing in the snow. They like doing like sliding down the hills and whatnot. They're just like,
because they're dodos.
yeah, they are. But they're lovable dodos.
Yeah, of course.
Great.
Except when they rip your face off. Like I like any one of us in a fight with a panda, I feel like the panda is probably coming out on top.
Yeah, I mean, depends. Are we like in the panda's territory, or are we in like a workshop, like in a movie?
What do you mean a workshop?
Oh, you know how like people fight in like mechanic garages and stuff like that.
No,
like in
do
movies.
Do they?
I would fight a panda in a mechanic shop with more confidence than I would fighting it in a bamboo jungle.
Okay.
If a panda picks up a giant wrench though and knocks you in the face with it, that's not good news.
I don't think it can. I don't think it has thumbs. I don't think it can.
What? Pandas can.
I think
they
have
trees. Yeah,
but they have claws. They have claws. So like.
Oh, your mic's fucking up. Don't hit your mic.
What? Oh yeah,
it's fine. It's fine now. But yeah, I don't know. Do they have opposable thumbs? Look that up.
All right, hold on.
I think no. I think
yes.
I'm actually going with Mikey on this one. I don't think that they do. I don't think that they have the ability with opposable thumbs to like grasp things like that. Most bears don't.
Apparently, they're weird because they have 5 like forward-facing toes, and they do have a slight like opposable thumb, but it's because they eat bamboo. They have to like grip it.
They have to kind of so it's probably not like a strong grip, but they can kind of like they've evolved enough to like hold it or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess they do have a thumb. Makes them closer to smart people, but they're still dumb as shit.
They are. They are. Also talking about fights in like I guess garages or warehouses. The pipe wrench. That's a solid weapon. I mean, that's like a good old like. I'd rather that than like a spanner or just a regular wrench. The pipe wrench has that like weight behind it. I would, it's got.
Well, it's usually because like most of it is like one solid crafted piece, like one piece of metal, and there's like 2 other components that help it like go up and down. But for the most of it, it's like one solid hefty piece of metal.
That's true. I
think a ratchet would be pretty like, I don't even need the like attachment on it.
I don't know what that's saying. I don't know what good that's going to do. I mean, maybe a little extra weight, I suppose, but
like if just that one little nubbin where you pop the ratchet on, just
you got that in the side of the head. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm hitting brain matter.
Pipe wrench though, I think that's my go-to pick in a garage warehouse fight scenario.
What about, the wrench that's got like the little forked end and the circle on the, like, it's also got the circular end on the back?
Yeah, it's a spanner.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I think if you had like a hefty enough one of those, like that's just one solid metal.
Yeah, but that's
But it doesn't have any heft at either end, so
No,
I
that's
can understand.
yeah, that's why I disagree
You're just
with
like
that.
whipping. You're almost just like whipping somebody with that. Like, wow, wow.
Yeah, it
wow.
wouldn't feel good, but I don't know that that's my go-to. Like, I like the old the old crowbar.
Ooh,
I
well,
mean,
that's also got
yeah.
that's got a hook.
Yeah,
on one side.
It can
yeah.
do some damage.
Like-
I'm saying like an old school, just regular ball and peen hammer.
Yeah,
You will fuck somebody's day up with that.
they're typically little though. Like, so you don't have a lot of reach.
No,
Pipe wrench, I mean, they make that in all sorts of sizes for different
That's
sizes
true.
of pipes.
I've
Like,
seen some pretty huge ass pipe
dude, I've
wrenches.
seen them where they're like almost like 2.5 feet long. Like, where like
Yeah.
you've got baseball bat swinging capacity with that, and you've got that like, you
Yeah,
know,
it's heavy as
that-
shit.
Yeah, the heavy end and all that. I probably couldn't pick one up.
we had this tool in almost every kitchen I've worked in. It's for like poking things in the fryer, but it's literally like just a long rod with a bend on one side.
Yeah.
But I've been whipped with it, and I've also whipped people with one. That motherfucker hurts because it's just like a long, solid steel metal rod.
Yeah.
Just
Kind of like a fire poker almost.
yeah, but it hurt like a bitch.
Why I feel like this was a thing in the 80s and early 90s that every what do you call those things, tire irons. Like every villain, like burglar, had a tire iron, right?
I mean, well, here's the deal. Most likely you showed up in a vehicle
Yeah.
that had a tire iron. So if you had nothing else with you, you at least have your tire iron that's with your vehicle.
So you're saying it's like accessibility is the reason why that's the case.
The
Okay.
90s were
That
a
does
rough
sorta make
time
sense.
for 90s were a rough time for criminals.
Mm.
There wasn't a lot of money for guns or even knives at that point.
Yeah.
So you had to use what was available.
I always think about this too because the UK, they don't have guns over there really. It's very hard to get a firearm in the UK. I mean, they exist like for farmers, for certain types of people or whatever. And yes, a lot of cops do in fact carry guns. Not every cop, but like there's levels of cops that carry guns. They have them. But like they've got a knife problem over there, which we don't have over here. Like a lot of stabbing in the UK, a lot of stabs, where I feel like you just don't get that as much over here.
Yeah, people still get stabbed here,
I
but
lost your mic, Mike.
Oh yeah, but think about it. It's because over there are no guns. So when somebody gets stabbed, that's like the most lethal thing that happens usually.
Yeah.
Over here, if you were like, and today a man was stabbed, that's also in the news with a man was shot 15 times today.
Mm-hmm.
So the guns, the more horrifying element in that. So knife crime just gets covered up by gun crime.
That's accurate. I don't know
You
though.
think?
I think I'd rather be shot than stabbed.
Fuck yeah.
Like depending on where it is.
right.
Like,
there's a lot of
Variables.
variables, yeah.
but like getting shot in, say, the shoulder, right? An injury that you'll probably likely live. I'd rather probably get that though than being like stabbed in the shoulder, like right,
I mean, I don't know, because if it's in the shoulder, like taking a bullet could like shatter everything.
True.
Like I feel like if you got stabbed, all you'd really have to worry about is arterial damage,
bleeding
like
out.
bleeding out. But if
Yeah.
you, like, they're probably not breaking your bone when they're stabbing you with that knife, but like you get shot, that's busting your clavicle, your whole shoulder, everything. And if it goes all the way through, oh, bro. There's little chance that somebody's stabbing you with a knife large enough to go all the way through your shoulder. Then they're stabbing you with a sword.
Yeah, or a dagger of some description.
And if I get medieval stabbed by some
Yeah.
motherfucker, I'm gonna be so mad.
I feel like
Like,
I feel like we need to bring back daggers. Like we should all just roll around with daggers. You know,
like on our hips.
yeah,
I'd be okay with that. I'd rock a dagger.
daggers are cooler than knives.
Well, but here's the deal. Like, I feel like they put like blade length limits in most states.
That's true.
So like you'd pull it out and it'd be like an unimpressively long. But as long as you had it like if you had like a cool handle
Yeah,
and like a
that's-
sweet. I want one of those. It's called a Chris, but it's the little wavy blade.
yeah.
I want one of those.
I don't know what you do with that though. Like what's
Ceremonial stabbings.
Okay, yeah. Fair. I want to tell you guys about how I'm Mr. Good Deed Man right now. I've been doing
Owen of the Mountains does a good deed again.
I've been doing all the good deeds. I've been doing all the good deeds lately. My neighbor, like it would look like it was about to rain. It was trash day. The big truck comes up, right, and it always like when they got the arms now, and then they pick up the trash can and then they put it down. Yeah, well, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
the garbage.
I know
trucks?
what you're talking about, but
Oh, Mike B lives. That's right. You have a trash compactor that is a sense of
mountainous. It's fucking useless because dude, they took it away.
Yeah.
2 days later, trash mountain.
Oh God.
These people that live here are fucking animals.
But yeah, like when these like garbage trucks, they'll pick it up, right, and then they put it down. The trash can, they dump all the shit out, they put it down, and when they put it back down, a lot of the times the lid will not it'll flip over, so the trash can will be open to the elements. And I always hate it when my trash can fills up with rain, and it looked like it was gonna rain, and my neighbor hadn't taken her trash cans in yet. She was obviously like out doing something for the day, so I took it upon myself like to close both her lids and pull her trash cans up to her house. That's my first good deed. All right,
Ooh,
it's a pretty good deed.
pretty good.
Oh, there are
Pretty good deed.
multiple?
Oh, there's
Oh.
multiple. We had like kind of a storm with heavy winds going on that same day, Mike. I don't know if you remember, like earlier in the week, this week, it was heavy winds here in Florida. And man, there were a lot of big like tree limbs, like that fell into the street. And I decided that I would make sure that the street was clear. And I pulled
Did
the
you get
limbs.
a chainsaw out? Did you go chainsaw?
No, this was not a chainsaw. It did not need a chainsaw. This was more just like, moving some branches out of the street. But still, I think good deed, something I didn't have to do.
Would have been more fun if you just chainsawed those branches.
I wish I would like that, actually. I need a chainsaw. But I want one like obnoxiously large. Like I don't want one of like I
Like one
want
of those crazy
like loggers
4-foot loggers.
Yeah.
Why?
I
You're
don't
never
know.
cutting anything that big.
I don't need it, but I want it.
What are you gonna cut down live trees?
Maybe, I don't know. See where see what
See where the day takes us. That's so. Oh, and with your penchant for drinking and night gardening,
Yeah.
I imagine if you start night woodsing, you're gonna fucking kill yourself.
We'll get to my papaya tree later. I still haven't chopped it down, but I need to get to chopping that.
If you
thing
had
down.
a 4-foot long.
You'd be wasting like
Chainsaw.
3 3/4 foot of chainsaw.
I buy
You
this.
could just use just the tip and go. Wham.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that's what Owen should do with it, is just become like a stump sculptor and just use
Yeah.
a really long chainsaw.
I like it. That's what I'm gonna get into that.
But only work on papaya tree stumps so
Yeah,
that
it's
they're
gotta
real
be the
little
smallest chunk.
and you're like super craft work.
Okay. All right. I'll have to learn how to draw first, even. Like my artistic skills aren't that good.
You'll be okay.
I'll just be making penises in trees or making tree penises. Like that's all.
Tree dicks.
Treatises.
Yeah, there you go.
Mail that
Whoa.
to yourself. That's a fucking idea.
Sure is. And then I got one more good deed I did. So
They come in threes, they say.
They do. So I got a piece of mail that was incorrectly delivered to my address. And,
Was it a box?
And I looked it up. I'm like, oh, I know this street. I'm like, oh, this is right around the corner. It was a letter, but it looked actually important. Like it had what felt like, I would assume, like a gift card or something in it. This looked like maybe someone's birthday present, or like it like I was very tempted to open it. I was like looking, like holding it up to the light, trying to figure out what's in there.
But before you did open it, you drove in front of their house and smiled and then opened it.
Wait, Owen gauged it. He's like, what kind of house do they live in?
Well,
and if it was one of those
Did
silly,
they
like,
need birthday
McMansions.
money?
Yeah, if it was one of those weird little McMansions, then you drive away and you open it up and you spend whatever they gave you.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, I looked it up. I'm like, okay, this is like, we walk around the neighborhood all the time, me and Teresa, just to kind of like stretch our legs, get out of the house, whatever it is.
Spy on people.
Oh yeah, well, we got to know your neighbors. And no, I knew where this place was, so I'm like, okay, I'll go on a little walk and I'll take this guy his piece of mail. So I walk around and I'm like, oh, it's this house. And this house has always like sketched me out a little bit. Like it's just, I don't know what it is. It looks poor. It does. It looks really poor. And it's very like, I don't know. Like it looks like a serial killer lives there, to be honest. And so there was I walk up and I was thinking at first, well, I'll just put it in the mailbox, right? The logical thing to do, put it in the mailbox.
Don't be putting shit in people's mailbox. That's a good way to get arrested.
Well, I thought about that and I'm like, okay, yeah, but if, I'm just putting where I'm doing the mailman's job. I'm doing a good deed here. But I walk up and the flag is up on the mailbox. So if the flag's up on the mailbox, I don't want to put it in there. Now the mailman takes both pieces of mail, assuming that this is, also needs to go with it, not really looking, and now like he's lost his mail, right? Like he's lost his piece that was delivered. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll go up to the doorstep. And I'm like, oh, I really don't want to do this. There's a truck parked out there, big gun toting
real American truck.
Real American truck, let's just say. So I saunter up there and smoking a cigarette.
Owen's like puffing his chest up a little bit, trying to seem a little more manly.
Yeah. But then I get so far and I realize, well, now I've gone too far. Like I was gonna maybe knock on the door, be a nice guy, hand over the mail. I was, I had a mask just in case. And I get a little closer though, and I realize that this guy has a Ring doorbell handy. So you got one of these Ring doorbells. I'm sure that thing's already gone off by the time I'm like halfway up the driveway. It's already like, oh, who's this jabroni fucking walking up? I'm like,
he's already got his shotgun ready.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. So like, as soon as I see the Ring doorbell, I do one of these moves where I like take the piece of mail, which was in my back pocket, by the way. So now you're thinking about it, like I gotta reach to my back pocket to pull out the mail, which probably looks like I'm maybe going for a gun too, like a
Pew pew pew.
So yeah.
Oh, he's ready to kill you.
Exactly. And then I just pull it out real quick and I showed them. I take the mail and I like hold it between my two hands and I just walk up like a fucking crazy person, like showing it to the Ring doorbell camera, like showing up with the piece of mail, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do right now, so I'm just gonna put it right here on your stoop, and I'm gonna go about my merry way. And yeah,
Nice.
I didn't get shot, obviously, and he didn't come out, so. We, this is the price of doing good deeds. When you're a good deed guy like myself, you gotta take some risks sometimes, to take care of your good deeds.
Thank God we have good guy Owen out there doing good deeds.
Yeah, well, I'm Mr. Good Deeds these days. Like, that's the way I see it.
Oh, the best deeds.
Yeah.
Only for Owen.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit before the show, all three of us, about how ninjas are lazy and how Mikey is really a big fan now of the homeless aesthetic.
Yeah.
Homeless chic.
The homeless chic that's been going on lately, because it's been cold, and this happens pretty much every year when it gets cold.
Yeah.
You break out the fingerless gloves,
Which I will be right there with you. I'm a fingerless glove guy.
This hoodie that is completely frayed, like all the way around the hood line.
Yeah.
It's 11 years old.
A little bit of a few holes in it.
Yeah. But I wear that just like everywhere. Sweatpants all the time.
Yep.
And the beanie, like I love wearing a little beanie, but it does make you look a little homeless.
I feel, if you're not skiing, it's homeless or skiing. Homeless, hipster, or skiing is the thing with beanies, right?
Yeah, that's the game you play with your beanie, with the people you see in beanies.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think where we got to with the ninjas are lazy because like they cover their whole face other than their eyes.
Right.
They don't have to worry about doing their hair.
True.
They don't have to worry about like pimples. They don't have to worry about, which they probably get because their face is covered all the time.
They don't even
sweating all
maybe
up
not.
in their mouth.
They don't got to worry about brushing their teeth.
Because you got a little mask on all the time.
Yeah.
And you know what? You dress in all black, so I mean your wardrobe's pretty easy.
Same thing every day.
Yeah. So I mean ninjas, while their training may be intense, they're actually just lazy. Aesthetically,
I agree with that. I also like, because I was saying to that effect, that there's something about when it's like a cold Florida day, and now with the pandemic, it's great being able to, like, it's sunny out but it's cold, so you got to wear sunglasses. So you've got mask, beanie, and sunglasses as you go into the store. There's something kind of actually it's kind of fun about that. Like, could you imagine if you were pre-pandemic, if you were to walk into a 7-Eleven looking like that? Like, they instantly think they're getting robbed, right? Like, that's...
I am about to be robbed.
Yeah, I'm about to be robbed, like a mile away. Now, you're looked, down upon for not wearing a mask and not covering up and all that sort of stuff. So it's like, I wonder if, like, has like some criminals out there, have they been able to take advantage of the pandemic, you think? And like, do you think robberies have gone up? Because like,
I doubt it.
No?
I would like to think yes, but I doubt it. I don't know.
I wonder.
I mean, you got to think the criminals that were stupid enough to go in and rob some place without a face covering on in the first place probably aren't, like, now that there's a pandemic, like, oh, I'm going to go in and rob this place that's probably full of 10 to 15 people. I better mask up before I rob the fuck out of all these people.
Well, burglars don't want, or robbers don't want corona either, like they gotta. Speaking of corona, Mike B's coughing like he's got something wrong with him, or that's just
he's okay.
That's
what? It could have been anything. It's the Rona. It's not weed. It's the Rona.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know which one's better. That being said, do you know what I think it might be time for?
Might it be time to bring forth the clips?
You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Yeah, Clips is the time of the show where we take a look at all the random stuff that we find on the internet. I have not yet optimized, and that is for a reason. Because we're gonna hold off on optimization just right for the second because we have a something I want to plug, which is a kind of new show that we're launching officially next Wednesday. I believe is going to be the official debut. We've been doing some testing on some stuff and making sure everything's working. But we're going to be debuting a kind of a midweek 30-minute long Twitch show called Son of Clips, where we go back, we take a look at clips from the past, things that we've forgotten. I've been playing lately some stuff from 2018, and it's hilarious because it's like, you just forget about some of these things. And we've got hours upon hours upon hours of these clips. So we're just gonna kind of throw them up, and we're gonna play like 30 minutes of clips back to back to back, and sometimes I'll hop in and maybe comment on a clip. Sometimes it'll be maybe just me. Sometimes it'll be maybe someone else with me. Sometimes it might not be anyone at all, and the clips just play, and you get to see some of the clips that we talk about on the show that we, obviously stop and start to discuss things about, or maybe like we can't play the whole thing just for the reason of like it's just a long clip. Like we can't play the whole thing. So now you get to see them completely, without any interruptions, and unless I pop in and interrupt, which I will sometimes. And yeah, it's going to be on Wednesday nights. I haven't decided an exact time. It's probably going to be a little earlier than this show. I'm thinking around 7 o'clock. But I wanted to show the audience the intro. It's just kind of a plug for Son of Clips. So check out the intro for Son of Clips before we get into the actual clips. There you go.
Love it.
So that is what you can be expecting from the Son of Clips. Speaking of actual clips, though, we have this one here, which made me laugh. This is a cringy news reporter going into a haunted house, and I think you'll understand why I wanted to play it.
So we decided to take our cameras inside of the haunted theme park. Get ready to get your scream on.
The scary costumes, I got the chills. And also, guess what? We're going in their newest attraction, the orphan.
So we do. I mean, we have a pretty. I mean, a very,
hey girl.
a very attractive. I know you do a hey girl on that one, but yeah, we got a
hey girl.
pretty attractive lady here. And
Let me get that news, girl.
Yeah, let's get this. Let's get the news. Like, because this is definitely news.
So come on, follow me.
A news.
A news.
A news lady.
What? Oh gosh!
This is one of these where it's like, oh my God, you are
Juggalo Carnival.
Well, I'm not even talking about what's going on in the background, what she's visiting and reporting on. I'm talking about her. Like, this is the pretty girl in high school that got into a career doing this, that I'm sorry. Dumb as a box of rocks. Let's just be real.
Oh, gosh! Wait, what? Are you getting all the clowns? Clowns eat peanut butter? Oh my god, you made me drop my phone! Oh, you're the clown. Oh my gosh, stop it! You're gonna mess up my makeup. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jesse.
Hey, thank you.
Hi.
Have you
Oh,
any
God.
tickets?
This bitch. Come on.
God.
Oh, she's too much.
I like this guy's makeups though. This guy's makeup's really good though too. Look at that.
His hat though is cooler.
Yeah, his hat is a pretty cool
I'm
hat.
actually just in the band.
Have you any tickets then?
Oh no, we're the news.
So that, excuse me for just.
Oh, now we're the now.
Where's your science homework? I didn't do it. What is that? All right, no, I don't want to do this, guys. Oh God! Oh no! I don't know what this is. Is this the bathroom? Oh my God! I can't even see myself. Oh gosh! Alrighty, where are we going? Wait, we're going upstairs.
It's got to be a put on, right?
No, I think she's just.
That's real.
This is just some
Real,
fluff
real.
piece that they got. She was the only one willing to go. Everyone else was too
Yeah.
dignified a journalist
To bother with this,
to go to this.
probably.
When the fluff piece does a fluff piece? Hmm.
People. No! What? Oh no! 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 Oh no! Shigafaro, WENY News.
Oof.
Ooh,
No, that's.
I
I'm
was
glad she-
attracted when it started. The boner meter has gone very
significantly down. Yeah. Exactly. I'm with you. Like that voice alone. I know we've played this before, but I don't know if we played this particular version of it. And it's just a commercial for, I believe, this was advertised in Japan a lot, but Steven Seagal's Lightning Bolt energy drink. Do you remember?
What?
Yeah.
I want the Gall Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. Have you never? Oh, you've never heard of this? This might have been before your time on the show. Yeah, Steven Seagal had a Lightning Bolt energy drink, and here's an ad for it.
Hey there, we want to tell you about Steven Seagal's new energy drink. It's called Lightning Bolt. It's 100% natural, and it tastes just great. In fact, it's so good, he likes swimming in it.
What?
How's it going, baby?
Steven Seagal's chilling by the pool as a woman is pouring the energy drink can into the pool. I'm not
He's
sure.
not even in the pool.
He's not in the pool.
Boss, I've got another 2,000 cans to go to fill this pool.
Man, I feel so sorry for you, but you know what? I really wanted to swim in Steven Seagal's lightning bolt with you.
Yeah, but you know I love doing it because I love you.
I love you too, baby.
He wrote this commercial himself, right? Like he had
Well, yeah, because you can tell by the dialogue. She complained about it, but then she made sure to let you know. I also still love you, Steven Seagal.
I'll do anything for you.
I love you too, baby.
Lightning Bolt is a unique energy drink. It's the first of its kind. With 100% pure juice blends and is the only energy drink to contain Tibetan goji berries and Asian cordyceps. And it hits the
Goddamn right. Tibetan, what is it? Tibetan
Goji berries.
Goji
Goji
berries.
berries.
And
I've had
Asian,
goji berries.
what was the other one?
Cordyceps.
Cordyceps. I mean, try using a more hard to read font too. Like, thanks
Yeah,
for
good
that.
job.
Good job on your ad right there.
spot every time.
Now we can both swim in Steven Seagal's lightning bolt pool.
Cool, baby. Thank you, man. You do the right thing.
Darling.
You are so sweet. Everybody just see that?
He thinks this is hilarious too. Like he thinks.
Oh my
this
God!
is-
It burns my eyes. It burns my eyes. It burns my pores.
Yeah. I don't think that would be a good thing to do. Swimming in
really hope he
energy drink.
I hope he didn't get paid to do this. I hope that he paid money but didn't get paid.
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, Ty. I think you're right. I think like this was something he wanted to have take off that he was funding himself. I'd love to know more information.
Steven! It's McGowan! I found it in the bottom of the pool.
Lightning Bolt comes in 2 delicious flavors: Asian Experience and Cherry Charge.
How can you call a drink Asian Experience?
What
I
the
don't know,
taste-
but I want it. Give it to me.
I want to know what the taste of Asian Experience is.
Yeah.
It's supposed
I'm
to
sorry,
imitate.
Steven Seagal is their diet Asian Experience.
This tastes like fish, smog, and the Wuhan flu.
Wow.
What?
So why not
Oh.
give your taste buds a real thrill?
Oh.
Привет, дорогая.
Привет, дорогой. Это тебе.
Oh, okay. This is
So
for
wait.
you, my darling. We gotta read the subtitles now. Yeah.
You had one girl who clearly looked Asian, and you had her speak English the entire time.
Yeah.
And then you bring out the one blonde girl in the whole commercial, and you're like, "Oh, let's have her and Steven have a Asian exchange."
Why are there amps everywhere? And there's one guitar, but there's like amp heads everywhere.
Yeah.
He's plugging into a lot of things, Ty.
It's
Steven
weird.
Seagal is a musician, don't forget. So, like, he wants to show his rock and roll nature and the rock and roll nature of this, energy drink.
Yeah,
You
okay.
know, look, it also, like, she had to be, showing a little ass cheek,
yeah.
in the commercial. I mean, that's the only part that I agree with him on here.
Wait, just a little?
Just a
That's
little. That's a fair amount. That's enough.
Привет, дорогая.
Hello, sweetheart, he says.
Привет, дорогой. Это тебе.
This is for you, my darling, as she brings him
Сестричка.
a plate of food, which has nothing to do with the energy drink. Would you mind if I got in the pool with my sister?
Я сейчас к тебе присоединюсь.
Oh, wait,
Могу
she's
я
speaking
пойти?
Russian.
She is speaking Russian, you're right.
Yeah, my apologies. I thought that was Asian for a second. I mean, I guess it technically is Asian.
Technically is. Maybe that's
Okay, I thought it was an Oriental language. It's not.
Yeah.
It's Russian.
I want to swim in Steven Seagal's lightning bolt too.
И поплавать
She
лайком в
says.
водичке.
Конечно.
He says, of course, because he's a gentleman. Kisses him on the cheek.
It's good to be the king, isn't it? And guess what? This could happen to you if you drank Lightning Bolt.
Yes.
Well, try it today.
This is
It's
the best thing
electric.
I've ever seen. It's too good.
He misses 100 points for not going, it's electric, and right at the end going, boogie, woogie, woogie.
Boogie, woogie, woogie. Yeah.
He misses 100 points from me. As the judge, that's a 9.0, not a perfect 10.
I don't know what this one is. It just says it's called Peter. I didn't watch this one. Peter Bastian. Yeah, our clip commander Tom pulled all these. Peter Bastian is playing a straw like a double reed instrument.
Ah.
Let's see what's going on here. All right, that is a straw. What? Wait a minute. That is straight up like your almost McDonald's, your McDonald's straw that he's put like fucking holes into the top of it so you can play it like a flute. I'm describing this correctly. Is this a
I am mystified. Either that or he's playing the fuck out of us.
Maybe.
Well, no. I've actually seen this before, believe it
Have
or
you?
not.
No shit.
And I think this guy also does a number of different, like, fruit and vegetable flutes and things
Okay.
like that.
What do you do for a living? I play flutes and vegetables like flutes. Okay.
It's pretty great.
Can I get a loan for a house, please?
Approved.
This is like
yeah.
a bendy straw too. It looks like. You see,
This dude can play like a motherfucker, so he was like, "What can I do now? I'm just gonna chop some holes in this shit and play like a motherfucker."
play a straw. All right, let's check it out. What? That is from a straw, everyone. A bendy straw. This guy is good at oral sex and fingering.
Oh, what, dude? The orgasm you're getting from this guy?
Yeah, come on.
Ooh,
Out of
not
this
ready for
world.
that.
No, definitely not.
I know I'm not pretty, but look at these fingers.
Look at how I move. That sound is actually him giving an orgasm to a woman. That's actually what's happening. Super impressive though, seriously. I wish it was better, like, music, though. You know,
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say, maybe this is why that music is so prevalent where it's from, because they all just know how to play with a goddamn straw.
yeah, all the poor countries.
God damn
Oh,
it.
Jesus, Owen.
You know,
What?
You don't normally just like go and straight offend me, but I'm a little offended on that one.
grow
I
up.
can hear the Turkish fucking jam behind this. This is a Turkish jam.
You can get into that.
God, that guy, he is scary looking, though, too, isn't he? Like,
yeah, he is
like,
killing it.
he
He's probably
is-
killing something else at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, that dude looks like he belongs in the KGB or some shit. Like,
Well, that's this is what he does right before he flays all the skin from your body.
Yeah.
He sits and plays you the straw.
Wait,
he plays, he picks off a finger and he makes a fucking goddamn flute out of one of your fingers. Or your dick.
What's that fucking actor's name? That was James Bond. That looks like this guy. Looks totally like him.
Oh, Daniel Craig a little
Yeah,
bit.
yep.
He
that's
looks like an
Daniel
old old Daniel Craig, maybe.
This is Daniel Craig's next big movie outing. Is the
the life
double
and times
reading.
of Peter Bastian.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's impressive. It's impressive. Moving on. I think this guy fucks horses.
Whoa.
Oh, hello.
Hello, bud.
Hello, pretty boy.
Sweetie.
Oh,
Easy,
he's
easy.
trotting. That horse
Cool.
trotting.
Please do come visit.
No, what is it, man?
Hey, baby. Hello, pretty one.
Hello.
Wow. Now,
There's three guys. They're leaning over a fence. They're talking to this horse as it comes up to them like this. And I'm pretty sure all three of them, I'm not even kidding. This is what the video's about. I'm pretty sure all these three dudes fuck horses. So here we go.
this is a rush. Ah, yes.
Whoa.
A piece of
They
ecstasy.
sound physically excited about this.
This is the most incredible turn on when I'll approach like this. It is the most incredible turn on.
When the mayor approaches me, I get
JRH
excited in my
NBR.
pants.
Just the right height. No bucket is required.
Oh God, he stood on a bucket and fucked the horse. He stood on a bucket and fucked the horse.
Oh my God, is that what you mean? Oh,
That's what he means. He stood on a bucket and fucked the horse. She's just the right height. Yeah.
Well,
I happen to have a pony mare that is JRH NBR. And that's really nice because you're not.
Someone look that up, please.
What
the
is
the
it?
acronym JRH.
I don't want to look that up because I don't want to be on
NBR.
the list of people who look that up.
Come on, you got to. I got to. Someone
JRHNPR.
NBRB.
Oh wait, it corrected me actually.
Okay, so it's a thing.
No. Oh,
read it.
I'm trying to get them to use it in a sentence.
Urban Dictionary.
Oh
will
wait,
probably have
yep.
it.
It's in a related article about maregasm, which is the equivalent of a horse orgasm.
Okay.
Yep, they're talking.
They're talking about
definitely
fucking
talking
horses.
About fucking horses.
Yeah, they are. And just look at this guy.
Well, when he was like,
I look
"Oh,"
at that haircut and I can tell you fuck horses. Like with that haircut, you fuck horses.
Oh
God, I have sort of close to that haircut, but not that haircut.
No, you don't. You don't look like that guy. You can tell though. This guy fucks horses.
Well, that beard makes him look like he fucks a lot of things, and horses just happens to be somewhere on that list.
Yeah, it's probably not the only thing he's fucking.
Trying to do a balancing act standing on something.
Yeah.
At that moment of orgasm, for lack of a better word, the two souls actually merge and touch, albeit for a brief instant.
Good God. Oh God.
Horses don't have souls.
Yeah.
They're work animals.
They're for glue.
And it's humbling, and yet it's so intense. It's rejuvenating. Mares do orgasm. Yes, they do. Call them maregasms. And when a mare orgasms, a lot of times, well, they will. You can feel their muscles tense up, and they kind of oomph.
Good God.
They just
right.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word.
I would like to say
Laurie and
the chat room is calling it out, saying, who the fuck are they to be that open about this?
Yeah.
You're just you're having a talking head about
to a film crew, like about
a fucking horse.
This is a good point.
Holy shit.
Michael were both sexually active with animals when they married. With the arrival of children, they
No.
agreed
Great.
to give
No.
up their-
Okay,
Not
so
the- no.
so this
No.
is a couple that
Don't
have
show me the
kids.
dog and say that. That
Yeah,
dog is
like
pure.
the golden retriever. He's the best boy. Don't you
Animal
fucking penetrate him.
But after a few years, Michael found this too difficult.
Wait, he ended his marriage because
Yeah.
it was too difficult to not fuck this horse?
I think it's because he was getting
Oh.
jealous of her fucking animals because it said the both of them were like into it before they married. Then they got married, and then maybe she developed too much of a relationship
man.
with another
That dude
animal.
That dude was totally the cuckold. Watch his wife get fucked by the horse guy. That was that guy.
Or he watched that dog lick it, you know.
When you wake up in the middle of the night and your husband's not there, the barn is rather close to the house.
Oh my God! Cheat
For no
on him!
reason.
Cheat on him
Okay,
with
why is
another
he out there?
living human, please. Go have an infidelity with a man at a bar. Don't fuck the dog.
She's going to the barn, bro.
And a wife usually knows.
Oh, he was fucking in the
wasn't
barn.
aware that my wife
All right.
was aware that I had reestablished my intimate relationship with my mare. It was just I was trying at that time to be true to myself and the loved ones in my life. And sometimes juggling those things is no small task.
It was a very difficult situation. It's like, fine, you want to be with her, then be with her. So I would get resentful and remove myself out of the, the triangle.
The love
Because
triangle.
of the
with
sexual
horse.
tension and the secrecy.
You
I
shouldn't be
wanted him
feeling
to tell
sexual
me.
tension with a horse.
And so he started to pour all this out of the pain that he had gone through. And
What about the horse's pain?
Yeah,
and it became very honest. He told me about all the relationships. He really, for the first time, expressed how deeply he felt and how much his love
Of fucking horses was
for horses.
okay. About the same.
All right, like I can be pretty PC culture okay. Like I can be all right. You can claim whatever gender you want. Do whatever you feel is necessary to feel
amongst consensual human adults.
Yeah, but when it comes to horse relationships, I draw a line somewhere before that.
Derek, our good friend Derek, the anti-hero, said, I wish I could go back to a time when I hadn't seen this.
Yeah.
Quarter Nip 2 says, be true to myself, fucks horse. The Quarter Nip also says, dude, that horse must have been so unimpressed.
Yeah. I mean, she's used to horse dicks, right? And now she's just got this little, like, white boy redneck dick.
He must be small compared to even like the most little dicked of horses.
Gotta be. I mean,
Michael and Laurie agreed to bring back Michael's mares into their relationship.
And she says, well, I got to come out and watch.
Oh, God.
Well, of course.
You know you don't.
What else am I going to do? I'm going to be thinking about it if I'm not watching. You're going to let me watch. This is the thing I got to deal with. I'm going to watch.
Full stop. You don't have to
get back with this guy either.
Hard stance. You don't have to watch.
No, you don't.
I'll be open and say I like watching people have sex.
Sure.
Don't want to watch. I'm going to step away from this one.
Right.
And I've discovered that in that respect, with the proper people, I'm not ashamed of that also. I was a bit intimidated because knowing how emotional my wife can be about some things.
Like fucking horses.
I thought, oh gosh, if she loses it during this can get ugly.
It's already ugly. It's already ugly. There's no way around it. The situation's already ugly.
But the neat thing was she came out and watched.
And
that
she really liked it. She was into it.
Pussy was dripping.
We moved into our relationship, moved into this new fucking saga, and we're really cool.
This is a story arc I can't follow.
I know.
We support the local VFWs and we fuck horses. Okay.
Exactly.
Listen.
And make America great again.
I know we at Oh No try and be pretty progressive, real
open-minded, over
cats,
here.
But
yeah,
hard
man.
stance, not. I don't even want to. I don't think I could be this supportive in a marriage.
No,
I don't.
This is grounds for divorce if there ever was one.
There were like four steps before this.
Yes,
that were where I was like, nope, too far, already done.
How much of this video's left?
There's a little bit more. We'll finish it out. We're almost there. We've made it this far.
Another opportunity to bring us all closer. And it's kind of interesting as well.
How does this bring people closer?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that guy was in REO Speedwagon or CCR. He was in one of those.
In one something, yeah.
And it's kind of interesting as well. Can't have any other women. And I'm going, well, I don't have an issue with that. Because women can make awesome friends. I enjoy speaking and visiting with women.
That sounds like the worst fucking thing in the world. You fuck horses and you talk like that?
Yeah, I know. It's
good,
but
God, Jesus.
Overall, you stand a pretty woman and a pretty mare. I'll take the mare.
I shared him with 3 other horses. There were times where I could accept it. There were times when I resented it because I wanted him there for me.
There you go, guys. That's it.
Holy smokes.
That fucking guy, right? Fucking there.
I tolerate and like talking at women.
I know, right? Like, yeah, you definitely don't have some weird sex. I mean, it's not. That can't be legal, right? That's not legal
there are states
anywhere.
where it's legal.
Is it? Oh God. That's disgusting. We need a palate cleanser after that, and this will be our final clip of the evening. I didn't realize that Fabio had such an illustrious music career, and this is one of his songs called "About Romance" from
This better be the
1993.
palate cleanser to palate cleanse all palates.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's helping.
Fabio on the track. It slaps. dude.
Buongiorno. I'm Fabio. And I'm very interested in what makes romance work.
Wait, is this Fabio ASMR? This could be.
Yeah, I mean, it might be before its time, right? Before we knew
This is
about
good.
ASMR. Like, this could be Fabio, yeah. Like, kind of, maybe Fabio started that before we even realized it.
I want to share with you my recipe for a perfect evening.
Oh,
okay.
An evening for two lovers.
Two lovers.
Okay.
Okay, let's agree that we're either me and you, Mikey, we're going to share this evening at some point together, okay?
So
Like,
we're
yeah.
whatever Fabio describes right now.
Yeah,
once
yeah.
we get out of this pandemic, you and I are gonna.
Yeah, we're
Can
gonna.
we? I'm gonna agree everything because I know Fabio. I'm gonna agree with everything up into the love making.
Okay.
might-
Well, I mean, it might be 10.
Cuddling.
It might be 10. Well, you don't know how the evening before it that he describes might get you to the point that you're okay with the lovemaking.
You know what? I didn't expect that, but now that you've said it, I want to hear Fabio say it, and then I'll make my decision.
Okay, we'll go from here.
When I plan a date, I want to make sure that everything is perfect for us.
Okay. I feel like I'm the one that's in the Fabio position as well. Like, I'm the one planning the date, and you're my date.
I'm definitely not a Fabio, so yeah, I'll be the.
You'll be the date.
I'll be the date.
You're the date. Okay.
Music is the most important thing to set the mood for the night.
Okay. That's
Well,
good.
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
I'll play the right music, you know.
Might not
Fair
be
point,
this
Fabio.
track.
Yeah. No, I feel it might be this track. It's the
Oh,
rest
you're
of
right,
it's
it
the
might be.
rest of the album that this is on, Fabio After Dark. Clearly you play that. Like, that is what you play on this date. Like, that's happening. Right? I mean, that
Yeah.
or do I play all of Mikey's favorite music, all his like emo stuff from high school, like
A lot of Modest.
a
Ooh,
lot of
we'll be
Modest
hanging out to
Mouse.
Modest Mouse.
Yeah, okay, all right. We might be playing that.
For the night. When I play a special song, it's very important because it can express what I feel so perfectly.
Okay, so I don't know what that song is yet. I haven't. It's probably My Chemical Romance or something for you. You know, a little something like, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I'll have to
The
come
chat
up-
asks, "What's the best banging music?" I mean,
Well, I've talked about this in the past. My favorite fucking music is.
well, we've definitely talked about this in different
Yeah.
realms. But your favorite, your go-to, I don't know.
Oh well, it's actually my wife's. We like some Iggy Pop and the Stooges' Raw Power.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna
Wow.
go Rob Zombie on me just because it was fresh.
No, but Zombie's up there too. Zombie's up there. Yeah, you gotta, or like, she doesn't like it, but I like some Kid Rock, you know.
Gigi Allen, Megan Thee Stallion. There's a bunch of shit in the chat.
Oh, there's a lot of, yeah. What is the?
I will say, and it is kind of typical, but I have fucked to, and I've enjoyed fucking to some like Kenny G.
No,
Kenny
no
G
one
would-
actually fucks to Kenny G.
I have, and it is kind of nice.
No.
I mean, you kind of gotta start
Fuck.
slow.
I don't
I
believe
feel like
also-
Kenny G might be on this Fabio track. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
he might show up at some point.
Listen, I
with
would
his
fuck
dumb
with it.
fucking hair. Fuck Kenny G's hair. You know what? I'm gonna go
Exactly,
out. I'm gonna
Sam.
go out.
Slow
on a limb.
fucking.
Slow fucking though. Okay, sometimes you gotta slow fuck, and you know what? There's definitely music for that, but it's not goddamn Kenny G. Like,
As a slightly fat guy, you know, There's a lot of times where slow fucking is the
only
way to
option.
get it going.
The
Hey,
only
but that doesn't necessarily mean Kenny G slow fucking.
Yeah,
Well,
you could
but I
find
like
slow
some-
fucking out there.
I like some jazz. I like to fuck to jazz if I'm gonna listen to music and not just.
Why are
background
you
TV.
calling Kenny G jazz? Don't do it.
I like to
No.
fuck to. I like the
Smooth
way you
jazz.
work it. No diggity. I got the bag it. Yeah, I like to bang to that. That's kind of a nice medium tempo, and it's like
Oh, no, that's pretty good.
you know, like I like that. I like
No
that
diggity.
sort of style. Yeah, no diggity.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta hear the rest of what's going on with the Fabio thing here and how this date's gonna be going. We've so far what has happened? We've just basically got the fact that he's gonna play the best music and then it's probably gonna be his music. He's gonna play his favorite song. I think that's all we've got.
A song can speak for me when I cannot put my feelings into words.
Okay. Romantic
I
song.
listen to a solo and I think of a duet.
Let's see, he listens to a solo and he what? Did you catch that? He listens to a solo and then something else. I don't know what that is.
And I think of a duet.
And I think of it where?
What?
I think it's wet.
I don't know.
When it's dark, turn on the music.
Okay.
I light the candles.
It's Kenny G.
There is
All right.
no
So far we've got music and candles. Those are two things that are.
Well, it's because he's overly describing. He's got a Tolkien-esque
yes, he does.
description about his central evening.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll keep going though.
timetable for us. For the fantasy that we will make.
Wait, he said there's no timetable, or he sets a table. What is he saying?
I think he said there's no time to set the table
I
because
think-
we're about to fuck on it.
Maybe I'm backing it up. Let me hear it again.
There is no timetable for us.
No, I think it's no timetable. So that oh, it's just us. It could be you and me forever type thing, you know? Like I think that's what he's trying to get across there.
That's too long of a date.
Yeah,
I don't want to commit to a forever date.
I know. It seems like to be honest with you, I'm not committed to this date very much at all. Apart from I do like music and candles though. And so
I was gonna say, so far it's just me and you hanging out listening to music
with some candles.
Yeah. Which isn't bad.
No,
but-
I mean I don't mind it, but it's like okay, yeah, it seems like interesting choice for an evening.
For the fantasy that we will make come true.
A fantasy that we will make a true. I think it was
A fantasy will make them true.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's it. And that's the track.
all right,
That
all right,
is the
Panda.
track. There you go. I mean,
I thought it'd get
So
a little
wait.
worse than that. It was not terrible.
He said it's dark. There's gonna be candles,
Yeah.
music, and fantasy.
yeah.
So we're gonna
Play
we're gonna
Dungeons and
D&D.
Dragons.
We're gonna
Yeah.
play D&D.
Which is actually the idea of a perfect date for you. So I
Right.
think that I won. Do I get my blowjob now?
You know what?
My hypothetical date blowjob?
I was probably just gonna shake your hand when you went in to kiss me at the
Oh.
end of the evening.
Oh.
So
Damn. I didn't get it.
you know, sorry. I just don't do that on the first date.
Okay. Well, second D&D game, we'll get there. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Clips.
You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Let's. You know we got 'em, baby. Let's.
Yeah, thanks for I pulled up the wrong one there. Yeah, hang on here. Maybe
Ew.
that one. No,
Chimichanga?
that one. That's the one. That's so I can get y'all cameras back. That's a good clips. I rank that one pretty high. But really did a pretty good job. I mean, There was some horse fucking in there, but
what?
That was a rough mountain to.
But hey, you know,
rough horse to mount.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, exactly. You got to stand on a
A
bucket.
rough steed to top. A rough.
I learned, today I learned that to fuck some horses, you got to stand on a bucket.
Today I learned that they had a term so long they had to create an acronym for it. And it was about fucking horses.
Jesus.
Apparently, there's acronyms for that shit.
Oh. No, that means you made an acronym so that somewhere you could safely talk about that in a public capacity.
Pretty much.
No.
Guys, it's been a long first segment. I think it's about time that we take a break. I will say, though, too, that having, like, this longer beard has, like, I understand when people say, like, they get, like, food in their beard now and it hangs. I was eating a bunch of crackers and goat cheese last night.
Good snack.
And then I went to bed without washing my face. And man, did I wake up with like goat cheese in my beard, and I ate it.
What the?
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of life are you living, Owen?
I don't know. The bearded goat cheese eating type of life, I suppose.
The beard's supposed to make you more aware of your general surroundings, whether that be the air and the temperature or things in your beard.
No, that's not. No, I don't. No.
See, no, he's such a newbie to the beard life.
I am a newbie.
Dude, I've had this mustache for like a decade, and I know when things are in it. You can just tell.
Yeah, you know.
I'm in touch with my mustache.
I've had mustaches before too. I've been a bit of a mustacheman in my past, and I'll say though, like the beard, it's like I get the mustache like that. Yeah, I can tell when something's in there. But when you have like the beard and it gets into the chin, it's good to kiss your wife with a goat cheese beard too. By the way, they love it. It's a big.
Get down on her, you get a little extra spice.
Big fan, you know.
Hey.
That being said, it is time we take a little bit of a break. I think. Let me grab some musics here. Again, check out Son of Clips. We'll be debuting the official kind of like first version of it. We'll be debuting this coming Wednesday, a week yesterday, if you will.
Can I call it Sons of Clipsarchy? Is that okay? Can I do that?
Oh, can we get patches made?
Ooh, patches, leather jackets.
I want leather cuts.
Idea, but that's fine. Guys, we need to get out of here for our first segment. We will be back in 10 to 15 minutes. It's 10:18 right now. Hey, we can just call it 10:30, right, just right after, we'll say. Yeah, we'll see you in just a few. I don't like this track. I hate when I do this. I'm like, I'll play one, and then I'm like, nah, I don't like it.
Too dramatic.
Too dramatic. Like, what are we doing here?
Are you on the royalty-free page?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've always
I've been there.
on.
I think I've played that before.
That's what we used for the couple episodes of Shipmates.
Yeah.
We've definitely got a ton of these. And hey, I always like this one. Guys, we will take a few minutes breather, and I gotta pee, smoke a cig, and we'll be right back. But what do we say when we get out of here in honor of our buddy Zach in the UK right now to end the first segment? Fuck your dreams. We'll be right back. By the way, the phone lines are actually open tonight, so if you do want to try giving us a call in the second segment, we'll be taking those. That number is 407-906-6466. We'll see you in just a few. Just about 10, 12 minutes, something like that. What's your favorite Danny DeVito movie?
Let's see. I don't remember him from. I mean, I liked him. What was that one he did with Schwarzenegger? Twins.
Twins. Okay. I'll give you
That's
one.
pretty good.
I'll give you one when we come back. Yeah, we back. It's the second segment of the Oh No Radio show, where things tend to get a little weird, as we like to say. I don't know where Ty is. Mikey's here, though.
I'm here.
You're here. I'm sure he's, out there being
there he is.
Ty.
There he is.
Good old Slow Rush. You know that was his nickname, right? Oh, shit. Someone trying to call in?
I know who that is.
Hang on here.
I bet it's Samantha.
They call
Let me try and answer this phone call here. Is this who's calling? Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Awesome.
Turn down your radio.
How's it going, Sam?
Good. Just finished up recording a semantics episode and popped in to see you guys talking about guys fucking horses.
Yeah.
What perfect
that
timing.
That was so last
Perfect
segment,
timing.
Samantha. Please don't bring it up again.
Yeah. What
Good God.
what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that, Sam?
Not good thoughts. You can't really consent with a horse, so that's problematic.
Well,
let's talk about this situation because I feel
let's
worse on
again.
the side. No, well, I mean the dude banging the horse is a little more like forceful than what about the girls that actually like being banged by the horse? And these girls aren't necessarily saying, "Horse, you have to bang me." The horse wants to bang the lady.
Oh,
is
you
that,
mean
is that consenting? Is that consenting? I don't know.
No, it's not. The horse doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
It's got a boner. It sees the vagina and it wants to get it. Why?
Ty, that's the excuse for male rape, dude.
That I came in.
What
at
are
that
you
point.
talking? I'm talking about a lady.
I don't want to talk about horse fucking.
Whatever, fine.
I don't either.
Again, I tried to stop this. I said, hold on, let's not. And everyone just powered through with the horse fucking. Nope.
Well, I'm sorry that you had to tune in for that. I will say though, Sam is. Oh, sorry. I know there's a bit of an echo going on. I'm trying to mitigate it here on my end. But how's our buddy Travis doing? Is he feeling a little bit better now?
Every day is a little bit better. He finally just got off the steroids a couple days ago, so everything's on the up and up.
That's great. I will say that I heard a story. I don't know if you've heard this about it's dumbass wrestling news, but there was a guy that passed away the day after Christmas, and his name was John Huber. And he had like every single like one of the symptoms and all the negative tests that like Travis had. And the guy, like, it's actually terrifying. I listened to a podcast with his wife explain it, like exactly what happened. And to a T, Sam, like it sounded like Travis's experience, except that he waited, like maybe thinking he was a big tough wrestler type guy. He didn't go into the hospital when he probably should have, and the guy passed away. And it's like it just shows you,
Dude,
like,
I'm not trying to like fearmonger anybody. I have been with Travis for 14 years. I have never seen him that sick. And the fact that he got 2 negative tests and then just got diagnosed with pneumonia, like, oh, okay, well, that's just what it is, you know, and you kind of put COVID in the back of your head to the point where it eventually led us to the goddamn emergency room. Like, it's scary.
No.
I don't mean to bring up horrible things, but this is literally what happened between my parents. They both got COVID at the exact same time. My dad said nothing. My mom immediately went to the hospital, and while my dad was like, no, I'm fine. A week later, he went into the hospital and never came out.
No.
So it literally...
And I am very sympathetic to your situation, Mike, but you're saying that he got a positive. Trav did not. Like, he didn't get the positive until he actually was admitted to the emergency room.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. If I didn't take him to the emergency room that day and we would have just stuck it out like it was just pneumonia, who knows what the fuck would have happened, you know?
Well, and it seems like it's a much different treatment for if it's just pneumonia and if it's pneumonia and COVID, right?
They told, yeah, because there's 2 different types of pneumonia, right? There's bacterial and there's viral. At the walk-in clinic, they don't have the capacity to test you of which it is, so they automatically just test you with bacterial pneumonia because that's the easiest one to do, which is what they started giving him medication for, but it was the wrong kind because unbeknownst to us, he actually did have COVID, but he got 2 negative tests. So that's the thing is, like, you know, I don't want to besmirch what's going on with all the testing and whatnot, but you know, it's questionable. I mean, he got 2 negative tests, and then just got diagnosed with pneumonia, and it took all the way to the point where it was kind of a last-ditch effort to go to the emergency room because he wasn't getting any better, and his fever was at 103, you know, for days. So we had to do it because he was fucking physically dying in front of me. So I don't know. I don't know if the tests are not as accurate as some of us think they are. I mean, I never got anything. I tested negative the entire time. I still test negative. I've never had a symptom. I have no idea. This virus is insane.
Yeah, that's one of the crazier parts about it is the fact that you never got like a single bit of it, right? That you never, you know, like that to me is kind of bizarre.
Dude, there has to be some sort of genetic responsibility to that because again, I feel like I got it in February of last year,
right?
And it put me down for a couple days, but then I bounced back. But it's I feel like it just hits some people
differently, and
never.
I think even with me and Trav, we were always very safe and took every precaution. But I think even in that aspect, we never thought ever. None of us have underlying health issues. We're both pretty young. Like, we never thought any of us would be hospitalized from this, you know. And he was in the hospital for 6 days, you know.
Well, I don't want to say anything about it, but there's some studies that say that the marijuana helps like fuck something up with the disease, so it can't really set in too well. So.
Yeah, there are studies that say that. There's also studies that say that if you have an O-type blood, that you are less susceptible, and I happen to be O positive. So maybe there is some truth to that. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
mean, I don't know if does that apply to O negative?
I think it's O blood in general.
Oh,
are
cool.
less susceptible to either get it and or have less effects of it.
My wife doesn't even know what blood type she is, by the way. Like,
right.
I'm like, what?
And neither does Travis.
Right.
And he was just in the goddamn hospital.
What the fuck?
Right?
Is there, apart from any of this, is there any specific reason you wanted to call in to the Ono radio show tonight?
Oh, no, I just missed you guys. I wanted to chat with you.
Well,
you asked for phone calls.
let me ask you this. What's your favorite Danny DeVito movie?
Ooh. You know, I don't know that I've seen a lot of his movies. I mean, I've watched Sunny, but I'm trying to think of what movie I've even watched that he's been in.
Okay, so, I mean, there's some classics out there, of course. You've got...
I don't think I've seen a lot of them, though.
Twins.
Twins is, I think, what
Never
Mike...
saw it.
Never seen Twins with him and Arnold?
No. No.
Pull up his IMDb of movies.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
Wait, My Cousin Vinny, right? Was the one where he's the lawyer? That's that one.
No, that's Joe Pesci.
I will take my answer.
Shit, my bad.
The best movie that DeVito was in, Matilda.
Okay, Matilda is a good shout.
Yo, Matilda might be it for me.
Have you ever seen Renaissance Man? Any of you?
Yes.
No.
Also pretty good. Pretty good.
Renaissance Man. Go watch Renaissance Man. That movie, I had it on VHS as a kid, and I swear, like, even as a kid, it would bring tears to my eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, DeVito's IMDb is fucking stacked.
Dude,
this guy has been
shit.
He's been fucking working.
Oh, he wasn't be cool.
He's got multiple entries every year. Like, especially in the 90s.
Talking,
Holy
he's
fuck.
in a lot of TV series as well, but like the
Yeah.
movies, I don't know that I've seen a lot of these.
I mean, Batman?
Yeah,
Batman. No, I never watched that one.
All right, everybody, stop the show. Let's stop recording. What
movies.
the fuck? Batman Returns? You never watched that shit?
Never seen it.
Batman Returns.
All right, unpopular opinion. I fucking hate that movie, and Tim Burton sucks.
I don't
You
like
did the first one too, and the first one is also awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
You know what, Owen? I'm right with you. Not a big fan.
No.
Eat a big dick. What? God damn it! That movie is fun.
You know what I really don't like? The Nightmare Before Christmas. That one can eat up.
I agree. Nightmare Before Christmas is terrible.
Awful.
I didn't think I'd ever have to say I quit. I guess I quit. I'm done.
Sam, I wish I could keep you on longer, but like the connection kind of sucks, and I think it's on my end. It's probably the way I have something routed. It's like, doing a fucking stupid echoey thing.
See in the chat.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for calling in, and everybody out there, check out Semantics. It's semanticspodcast.com.
Yep.
And anywhere you can find podcasts, of course, and yeah, I'll get this fixed so we can do phone calls better again. But thanks for
Hey, holler. Are you guys using Zoom or what are you guys using?
Yeah. We're using Zoom. So yeah, you can definitely.
Oh, we can just zoom her in.
Yeah, we can zoom her in.
Oh, that would have been better.
Yeah, that would have been way better.
Zoom.
Maybe next week if you're.
Organize it sometime.
Yeah, maybe next week or sometime in the near future we can have you in as a guest, and Trav if he's feeling up to it, and we can do a Zoom thing.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, awesome. Lots of love to you both.
Miss you, Sam. And
Love you, Sam.
Oh, that was nice of her. That sucks about the I had a feeling that might go that way. I didn't really get a chance to test it as well as I would have liked to, and it's, whatever. I mean, we could hear her. I was just having to ride the fader because when she was talking, it seemed
that wasn't
fine.
in the background on her end. She knows that, right?
No,
Like,
I would assume that she's she knows what she's doing. So
that's what that sounds like to me.
Oh, you heard about this one?
That way.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Yeah, I know you're talking about her podcast.
Yeah, Derek mentioned. Don't forget about her. What is it?
Yeah. What? Oh, what are you talking about? Put words together.
I think I'm high.
Use your words.
Use your words. What are you
I
saying?
stumbled into that one, and now I can't.
You can't get out of it somehow. Well, I know you heard about this one. Is a bonus podcast that you can find on Semantics Patreon, featuring our good friend Derek Journey and Samantha Harhuj called. And yes, you can find Semantics anywhere you find podcasts. Thank you so much. It's seriously one of the. I've got a rotation of probably 10 podcasts that I listen to a week, and Semantics is always one of them, including her after party over at patreon.com/semantics, I want to say. I don't know if it's Semantics Podcast or just Semantics, but hey, it's one of those. You can find it. You're not an idiot. But back to Renaissance Man. Renaissance Man is an underrated, I was just thinking about it randomly the other day. And Renaissance Man is an underrated film. It's the story of a guy that gets fired from his high-level job, and then they find out he has a certain type of a degree which allows him to teach when he goes to the, the unemployment office, and they start or the job recruitment service or whatever it is. And then they're like, well, you can teach. They're looking for an English teacher to teach at this army base. And now Danny DeVito gets to mix it up with the hoodlums in the army that are maybe aren't the smartest, and he has to teach them basically English so that they can read and write. He's got all the delinquent idiots pretty much. It's one of these types of stories.
Good thing Danny DeVito's there.
Good thing Danny DeVito's here. So he comes in and he's reluctant at first, and he's little Danny DeVito against all these big muscly army dudes. And eventually they win him over while he wins them over, and he teaches them Shakespeare as a way for them to understand the world and their delinquencies and just the English language. They all start learning Shakespeare together, and it's a really good movie. And Danny DeVito has to do an obstacle course, which is French kiss of physical comedy.
Oh my God!
Yeah, watch Renaissance Man. Watch Renaissance Man.
It's worth watching.
It's a good film. I described it pretty well, right, Ty?
Yeah, it's been so long that I feel like I do need to watch it again.
Yeah,
It's been a good minute.
I had it on VHS. It was a good one. There's an article or a Wikipedia I would like one of you to look up if you don't mind, because I read this just in the brief. I read this briefly, just as kind of a headline thing, and wanted to save it for the show for us to discuss. Nullo, Nullo, and it's a type of body modification.
Nullo?
That's correct. Have you ever heard of this, either of you? Nullo.
Nullo.
I probably didn't know this was the name for it. We'll see. I don't know.
Okay. So from what it was described in the headline that I read, it involves people as a type of body modification, purposely removing parts of their body. Mainly, I think it applies to nipples.
Okay. I have the term pulled up right here if you'd like me to read it.
Please.
Okay, the term nullo or smoothie.
Yep, I read that too. Yeah, smoothie.
Refers to an extreme body modification subculture made up of mostly men who have had their genitals and sometimes also their nipples surgically removed. Nullos are not necessarily transgender, mostly identify as eunuchs. The term nullo is short for genital nullification. Though the procedure is mostly sought by men, there are women who also voluntarily have their vaginas stitched closed and clitoris removed.
Ooh.
So yeah, a little bit. I guess that by that definition, a little bit more extreme than just the nipples. That's so. Is that okay? yeah, I didn't really want to touch. Didn't really want to go that deep. We've already done horse fucking on
I mean, that just doesn't sound like any fun. Why go into the world of no fun?
Of no genitals.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you just don't like them. Maybe I don't know.
Sex. Have you ever done something great and not had sex? I don't know. It's weird. I don't know that I can get behind it. Like a great big booty that I like. I don't know if I can.
It makes me shudder. Just
yeah, it does.
The idea of genital mutilation, like that's one of the reasons I don't like shave my balls or anything.
You just don't want to.
I nicked myself one time
I've
and
done
was like,
that.
"Well, oh god!" Like I, shuddered and like browned out.
You shuddered and shaked.
I shuddered and browned out and was like, "Oh, I'm not doing this. I can't do it."
Oh, I don't know.
It freaked me out. Like I thought I was gonna cut my whole fucking sack off or something.
I feel okay. That's a little extreme. I think you're being a little over dramatic with that. And what and honestly, the article or the headline I read was much less about genital mutilation. I didn't really want to get into that tonight, and more about just like the shaving off of the nipples, like just getting rid of nipples in general, like on dudes.
I don't need mine.
On dudes?
Yeah, mostly on dudes. Like
I thought they were trying to get rid of pleasure. For dudes, I feel like nips. I mean, hey, girl, if you want to play with my nips, okay, I'm not mad about it, but it's not really doing me much.
Don't you have a nipple piercing? Wasn't it you?
No, I never did that.
No? Okay.
Not me.
Hey, my best friend from here, like when I was growing up, got both of them done at the because if you're gonna do two, you got to do them at the same time.
Well, they say it's so painful, right?
Yeah.
That if you don't do it, you're not going to do the second one type deal.
And when he did it, I watched. I was there. I got something in my ears pierced. It was a weird piercing, but I was like, nope, not gonna do that one.
No,
no need to pierce my nips.
I feel like you've got to have a certain type of nip to get them pierced as well. Like I've got tiny nips. Like I can't get that pierced. There's nothing to pierce.
If you really want to, you could.
But there's nothing. It's barely it barely pokes out. You know, like I can't do that.
If you really wanted to.
Well, guys, we can't be showing nipples on Twitch.
You can't show nipples on Twitch?
No nips. Like
free the nipple.
Male or female. No, stop. We're going to get kicked off.
Free the nipple.
Zero nips. Why is also your camera shooting like your mustache and higher? Like you might want to tilt that down, Mike.
I like it where it's at. I like my mustache.
There you go. That's more like it. Now we can see you. See? Now we can see you.
Oh, I was sinking down.
But you're right. You're right, though. No nipples, like, it wouldn't affect me too much. Like, I feel like I could live a life, no problem, with no nipples. Aesthetically, it might be a little weird, right?
No,
like,
it would.
At least
Dude,
for
if
a
I
little
just had like a
while.
bare chest,
like slick, like
plus
no nipples.
To be fair, when it's not cold, mine are a little puffy, so getting rid of them wouldn't actually matter for me.
I feel like you just have puffy nipples. I've seen you shirtless. You have puffy nipples. So
I do.
So do they get
Oh,
long?
when it gets cold, they go.
Do they get long or do they?
No, it just puffs a little bit.
They puff up when it's cold.
Yeah, a little bit.
They puff
No,
up
when it's cold. When it's cold, they just whoop, they shrink.
They shrink in.
Doop.
Okay, so when it's warm, you get big puffers.
Big puffers.
Big puffers. What are yours, Ty? Yours are probably.
He's got little
normal white guy nips.
Are they smaller than mine?
They're probably. I don't know.
About the same. I mean,
God, what are we
Nips,
doing?
bro. Look
What?
at this.
We're just. Yeah, they're about the same as mine. Mine are hairier though.
Are they? Are
Yeah.
they really?
No,
we
they are.
doing nipple hair comparison.
Oh, way hairier.
Mike's leaving.
What? Is
he's busting out the nips. Here we go.
Okay. I like how you wear your hoodies without a shirt at all, like underneath, like you're that guy. I can't
hoodie's
see
enough
him.
for him.
I can't see him.
You also
Oh,
can't do-
those are puffy. Look at those things.
They got a strange
You have,
halo.
yeah, you have a Janet Jackson style ring of hair around your nip. He can't hear us. He's not got his headphones.
I
on.
know.
Do you hear what I said?
Yeah, about wearing my sweatshirt with no.
No, I was saying you got a Janet Jackson like of nipple hair around like your whole thing, like the whole.
I do.
Yeah.
And actually, around my left nipple, I've got like a 3.5-inch long nipple hair.
Wait, you keeping it?
I cultivate it.
Yeah, you water it. Yeah, like you.
Yeah, I mean you gotta make sure it grows, bro.
Give it plant food. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. That's something.
Special hair.
That's something that people do. I stayed up last night. Not that it's too surprising to watch the SpaceX launch. It was about, I think it was like 1:15 and 1:15 in the morning.
Oh, that's perfect doing anything time.
Yeah, I was gardening, so I was like, I took a break and watched it.
It was over by the nude beach, right?
What's that?
Did they do it by the nude beach? I heard there was boobs around that.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It was at Cape Canaveral where they launch rockets from.
Well, there was some boobs out there.
Okay.
That's all I know.
I mean, I don't know that this one was any different than any other rocket launch.
There was more boobs.
Okay. Maybe,
there were what at the rocket launch?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out on something that Ty figured out.
Am I missing out on the titties at the rocket launch?
Yeah, titties at the rocket launch. That's a good name for a show.
That's what we all need.
Yeah. No, I don't know what the hell is going on with the
I love
titties.
space and all, but I'd definitely go to more launches if
there was more titties.
Titties around.
Yeah. But it was a good launch. They, SpaceX did 2 back-to-backs. So they did one at like 1:15 and then one at like 5:45 or something like that. Like seriously, like 4 to 5 hours between the two. They launched and, threw up more of them satellites and then brought them back down, which is kind of unprecedented. But what was funny is that I go out into the street like, to get a better view, like through like where my trees are and everything to kind of see this thing. And I noticed that there's like about a block over, a couple of people that are also, doing the same. Except they're facing completely the wrong direction. Like it's pretty simple, right? Like a north, south, east, west. Like
they gave up. They didn't care anymore.
Yeah, they were trying. Like they were trying to see a rocket launch, but man, were they failing. So I yelled at them that they should probably like, hey, over here, turn around. And they got like mad at me, and one of them flipped me the bird. And I'm like, okay, don't see the launch then, because it's
the funny part is they had no idea about any launch. They were doing some other shit entirely.
Probably, yeah.
You had no idea what it was, but you're like, look, the launch is over there. They're like, fuck you, I don't care.
Okay.
Trying to watch the spider eat a ant. That's what I'm doing.
It could have been a meth situation. You're right. Now that I think about my neighborhood and how that works, like, yeah, it could have probably been that. Like that. Yeah, everyone is dumb. That's my new phrase, by the way. Everyone is dumb, like including you and me. Everyone is dumb. Like we're all dumb to a certain degree, and I think there's levels of dumb, but everyone is dumb.
Oh, we all be pretty dumb. I mean, I know me. I'm pretty fucking dumb sometimes.
And you're a genius romantic.
And I'm a genius romantic.
Yeah. What about okay, Mark Hales, good friend of the show from the UK, posted in the group a thing for a solar snake repellent product. And said, and he tagged me in it. He's like, "Oh, Owen needs this, because he doesn't like his snakes or whatever." What does this do? Can one of you look up solar snake repellent and tell me first off if it's real, and second what is the technology behind this snake repellent device? I need to know.
So Yeah, basically how these work is since the snakes rely pretty much on vibration and stuff like that to tell where they're at, their eyes pretty much suck. That's what these things do. They vibrate in the ground and kind of like throw the snake off so it doesn't want to come near it. The only problem is, for the most part, they don't have large enough batteries that even when they're charging through the day, they're still on during the day. Their battery power isn't enough to make it through the entire night.
We don't have the power to do some snake shaking all day.
Well, no, they have it during the day when the sun is out.
Oh, but at night,
the battery, which is charging throughout the day, is too small or inadequate to provide any real vibration to keep the snakes out. So basically, you'd have to like line them up so close, it almost like be having like a fence,
wall, a snake vibration wall.
You'd have a small snake wall, and then you look like some sort of snake racist.
Well, I am a snacist. That is something that I am proud of. I'm part of the snake. I'm part of the snacist party, and I question that the technology even works. I want to see hard facts. I want to see the shaking the ground. Like, okay, so you're telling me then, if I were to get like a bunch of subwoofers and I was like a loud party house, that I'd get less snakes, right?
Maybe.
That's kind of the.
I feel like we used to have more snakes at my old residence, and I got that big ass subwoofer. The snakes seem to be less present. I'm just saying.
Well, that's the vibration.
That's what I'm saying.
It's leading.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, so I think you could be right. Get a big old sub, put it on the ground, and whenever you come out, just play some like
ASMR tie clips of him just going.
Have Ty do some like Gregorian chant.
Yeah.
And then put that on a loop, and boom.
There's another opportunity for you, Ty. You need to start like a bunch of YouTube channels of you doing various ASMR with your low voice, and then Gregorian chants. Just make them up. Pretend that there's something that's like real, and then just go.
Oh, get Ty to play like a didgeridoo. Oh, get a didgeridoo.
I'm actually good at didgeridoo.
Well, Ty's a human didgeridoo. He doesn't need the pipe part. Like, he is that. Look at him. Like, his whole body is the didgeridoo.
I went to Australia, and I learned from true Aborigines how to play the didgeridoo. This is a true story.
Oh, you learned from some real abos?
Yeah, he went he went to Australia in high school and fucked some chick. I remember that story.
Well, let's not talk about that so loud.
I remember he banged some chick in Australia. That's all I remember.
You banged the Aussie broad?
Yeah.
Yes. The times were good. It was a good trip across the world.
Yeah.
Good trip across this dick.
You know what we should probably do is wrap up the show a little bit.
No.
What?
Well.
What if we just talked for a while? All right, so, I've been working at the factory of the call center factories. All right, I've been through what we call coachings a few times. We do it every week. I see a couple other people that were like in my training class. They've turned into the full robot, man. Full robot.
No.
And I'm over here just like talking to people,
having a bit of fun with it. Like,
and I don't give a fuck. In all honesty, if they like call me out on it at some point, I'll be like, listen, it's more fun for me and better for your customer if I just talk to these people.
Yeah.
Than if I am the robot. I'm not the robot. People call it. I've actually gotten appreciation for that a few times, which makes me smile. I'm like, well, I am on your side. This is customer service, but still, I am not a fucking robot.
No, I'm glad that, you're going about it that particular way, but it must be sad kind of seeing your coworkers that you went through training with that are now just like, that were cool and now like, just like, is it
It's not like I look down upon it. Different people approach, jobs different ways, depending on who they are and how they approach life. I'm not here to judge you about it. But for me, it's like, if I turn into that, I will completely just, I'd probably quit in a matter of weeks. I'd just be like, nope,
can't do it. Yeah.
It's been fun to, like, I don't know. I've had multiple conversations that turn into, like, it's not what you would call special or, I don't know, that meaningful, but it's like, this is more fun than me just taking your money or answering questions about shit. Like, I don't know. I've had some fun, fucking weird conversations. I've had a couple boring conversations that were pretty spicy and hilarious.
Yeah, but Ty, they want you to fucking solve the problem so you can get off the phone and solve the next problem. You're over here having a laugh, fucking chatting about wrestling with Owen.
Exactly.
They don't fucking want that. They want you solving problems.
I imagine.
Well, I am. The people are on my side. If the company ever figures out that I'm doing exactly what I'm doing, they're not going to be on my side as much. But I don't give many fucks. It's okay.
I imagine that anytime Ty hears like a dog bark in the background, he's
I do. I'm like, who's that? Who's that boy?
Who's going on?
Can we talk about that dog?
Yeah, what type of dog is that? Let's talk about your dog for a while. Could you send me pictures?
Oh, your password is your first pet that you love the most? Tell me all about that dog.
Oh, tell me about Ginger 1969.
I kid you not, this has happened multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. I've never. I don't think I've ever done a pet's password or a pet password. I don't think I've ever done that.
Well, there's plenty of options to choose from, but there's a lot of them that pop up as your favorite pet or your first pet.
Oh, I'm always fucked when it's like the question. Yeah, like the the 3 questions or some, like the security questions, and they always ask you like your favorite pet. Of course, I mean everyone knows my favorite pet. It's my cat, and so I'm like, well, the world knows that, so that's not good. Where'd you go?
That's not a good question.
Yeah, it's not a good question for me, but I'll still put it down, and so anybody can get into my anything. All you gotta know is my cat's name. It's just that's every like account that Oh No Media has as a business. My bank account password's just my cat's name. That's all. You just need to know that. They're good. You can get in there.
Yep. Sorry to get on a tangent there. It's just been
that's fine. It's fine. It's just we did a very long first segment, and we're going particularly long right now. But what we will do to wrap things up is we haven't played this game in a little while, and we're gonna do a little bit of casting couch tonight.
Touch me in my naughty place.
But it is a kind of different casting couch. You see, casting couch is usually where we take a movie from the past and we see if they were going to remake it and who we would cast as the person in the movie today. But this I've done a little bit differently, and I don't think that we've ever actually discussed this before. And I think this is going to apply very well to you, Mike B, because you are a huge fan of animated shows in general, animation. Not that you aren't, Ty. And
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, not that you aren't as well.
No.
But so we're gonna do an animated cartoons in live action casting couch. So we're gonna take some cartoons, and then we're gonna apply them to who would be cast in live action today. If
this
they
is
were
fun and difficult.
It is. So the first one I'm gonna throw at you, which is I think right up Mikey B's wheelhouse, is how do you cast a live action remake of The Simpsons? So it is tough. It's definitely tough. I call Fran Drescher as Marge.
Fair.
I don't know why, but I do.
So you do Macaulay Culkin as Bart.
I mean, even at his age now, at 40.
No, I mean you use young Macaulay.
Yes.
Okay.
It started as he was a kid, but he is still Bart, and now he is 40.
Bart would technically be like in his 30s by now.
Right.
Lisa Simpson is the chick that was in Roseanne. Darlene from Roseanne could be Lisa
Darlene?
Simpson. I don't know. I see it.
Darlene or DJ?
DJ would work. Yeah. She's too spicy though. I feel like she's more of a nerd, right? You know, Lisa.
Yeah, she is. Well, I mean, I would go John Goodman for Homer. I mean, that'd be pretty.
John Goodman's Homer. I can see that. But there are other options, though. There
are other options, but that is pretty fantastic.
You could also do Kevin James.
Kevin James is Homer-ish, dumb fat guy.
Kevin James. Oh God.
Well, what's his name? Bobby Moynihan. That would also be a fun one. But I think he might be more of like a Barney from The Simpsons than a Homer.
Yeah, I kind of feel you on that.
Who's the guy? Flanders. Who would do a Flanders?
Flanders is Norm Macdonald for sure. Like completely
No.
Norm Macdonald.
Norm's way too cool. No. Norm is way too cool for Flanders.
He's got the right hair.
Nah. That's no. Bill, what's his face that wrote for SNL? Is it Bill's? What's his name? He's in everything now. He's in all the Apatows.
Sam says Jason Sudeikis as Flanders.
That would be a funny.
Yeah, but no, he's in those Jake and Sudeikis movies. It's the other guy that always wears the glasses. Bill Hader. Bill Hader
would be an acceptable, very acceptable.
Okay, Bill Hader. Yeah. No, you can't disagree with that, Sam. That slays. Bill Hader's Flanders. I'm
that
on
works.
board.
That works.
Who do you, and for Mo? I think for Mo you could do Rob Schneider. That would be
No. So Mo, Norm Macdonald actually works better for Mo.
That would be great.
Mo as Norm Macdonald actually works.
Wait, I thought
me.
that's what I was saying at first.
Yeah, you said. Well, we were talking about Flanders and.
Oh no, not Flanders. I was thinking Mo. That's why I said that.
Okay then. Yeah, Mo is Norm Macdonald. That's totally
hilarious.
All these things make more sense now. My brain got sidetracked back there somewhere.
Okay.
All right.
Otto. You can obviously have Chong.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's. I mean, it was based off him. I'm pretty certain. Yeah. I don't have a good. I don't know. A good Bart like.
Bart's difficult. It's a hard.
We don't know kid actors either. Like so that's what makes it difficult is that we just don't know kid actors very well. I don't know. I don't got one.
Children actors?
Yeah, they're the worst. I'm sure there's
Seth Green for Bart. Samantha says.
You know what? That's actually not too terrible.
Yeah, he's small enough.
Yeah,
his hair
small
is kind of
enough.
pointy.
Take that,
like
Seth
that.
Green, you short bitch.
Daniel Dennis could probably do it too.
Oh God! Why'd you have to say that?
Because he's already made that joke. He would be fine with it. Trying to think. Is there any others? Okay, Maggie. It's a baby. Don't care. It's a baby. Throw a fucking pacifier at anybody. Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns. Jim Phillips.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You know.
What is this local casting?
No, I'm just. He described himself once upon a time as looking like Mr. Burns himself, so that's why it's stuck in my head. But there's a million other actors that you could do Mr. Burns with. Even, quite frankly, you could Buscemi a Mr. Burns all day.
Oh, Buscemi would be
Buscemi
solid.
Now with his age being a little older, he would probably work real.
I mean, we've almost gone full Lebowski. We got to put Jeff
True.
Bridges as some sort of Simpsons character.
Oh,
Jeff Bridges could be a Flanders.
No, I feel
You
like
can play it.
Well,
Skinner.
Skinner.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Jeff Bridges as. Can you imagine the trailer for the movie that we're writing right now? Like,
yeah, seriously.
John Goodman as Homer.
Homer's. Oh my God, Fran Drescher as
Marge.
Yo, Krusty should be Zach Galifianakis, even though he's already done the clown show.
I'm fine with that. Okay, who's? I forgot his name. The
Millhouse.
No, the drunk fat guy at the bar.
Barney.
Barney. Who's Barney?
Barney is Jeff Bridges. Come on, drunk Jeff Bridges.
You could, but he's just not. He's not fat enough. Big Tim could do it if we're doing local casting.
Well,
but we got to go.
Who's a notorious fat drunk?
Maybe that's
other
a
than
better
me?
John Goodman. Maybe.
Mike B as
Mike B is no. You're not a Barney. You're not quite Barney enough.
I'm not fat enough anymore.
If he was fat, Al Bundy could do it.
Oh, Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill. If he was fatter, he could do a good. He might be able to pull that one off. No, because Barney's too nice. Really, Barney's always a nice drunk. He's never really a mean drunk.
Well, actually, there are several stages to Barney's drunk.
That
if you watch the show.
Yeah.
They do a whole.
They do a whole thing on it.
They do a whole thing about it.
Yeah. Galifianakis isn't terrible.
That's what I said earlier, Sam.
Yeah.
Bobby Moynihan as Barney.
Who's Bobby Moynihan?
He's the guy who stole my Johnny Moonbags impression.
Oh, did he?
For his own SNL bit.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Bastard.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he is Mooney. I know that Mooney guy. Yeah. He works. I like him. That's a good choice. Is there any others? I mean, there's so many characters on South Park. We can't go forever with them because you could do a whole casting couch with just the Simpsons alone.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name, but the Scottish landscaper, Willie. Yeah.
It was groundskeeper.
Rest in peace, Sean Connery, but damn it, that would be a good Sean Connery role.
Weirdly though, Zach Galifianakis could probably play groundskeeper Willie as well. Just because
that's true.
You know.
Oh, real quick, while we're casting, Millhouse should be played by Jay Baruchel. I just thought about that.
Who's that one?
Did you ever see This Is the End?
No, I have not.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Nerdy kid.
Baruchel.
Like, what are we talking here? I was gonna say Daniel Radcliffe could be a good Millhouse.
That would be it. That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
I want to see Millhouse sadder and like more depressed, more Radcliffe-y.
Elijah Wood could also be a Millhouse.
Yep, he could get in there. He could definitely get in there.
He could get it in.
Who's Nelson? We don't. The kid from 3. What is that movie? That show with the 3 dudes and the kid or something? 2.5 Men. That's the one I'm thinking of. That kid.
Ashton Kutcher.
No, the kid that actually plays Jake would be a good Nelson.
Oh, that fat kid?
That fat kid would be a good Nelson. He kind of looks like him. He's got that haircut and everything. It's close. It's close. I don't know. If there's any more that you want to bring up for Simpsons, let me know.
Was this the whole clip? The one topic? Simpsons?
No. I want to do more.
All right. Simpsons is great, and we've done a lot. We should move on.
That's exactly what I'm saying, brah.
Yes.
Angus Turner Jones is the kid you were thinking about.
That kid, yeah. Don't care. Okay, so this is an interesting one. Rick and Morty, but not Back to the Future.
I mean, it was based off that.
Of course. But if you were to just do Rick and Morty with modern day people, I guess the same thing is what we're doing is recasting Back to the Future as just, Rick and Morty. But Rick and Morty are slightly different than, Doc.
Man. It's so difficult.
I'm glad you said that.
I love
because
Rick
my,
and Morty so much.
My immediate reaction was like, "Oh, you just
Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox. Duh.
It's like apart from that, like you got to do it as okay. You do Michael Cera would be a good Rick.
I thought you were going for Michael Cera as Morty.
Yeah, really, seriously.
Oh no, sorry, I was getting the names back. No, I meant Morty. Obviously Morty. Yeah, no, he's a good Morty. And then okay, who's a good Rick? Who's a good Rick?
There's plenty of good Ricks, but fuck.
It's tough. It is tough. I mean, you could go Danny DeVito. You could go full DeVito.
Too short.
He is too short, but he could pull the role off.
Like
William Dafoe.
Yep.
Oh my god.
No, sold.
That would tickle my fancy a little bit. There's other options out there, but that's
Willem Dafoe.
Well said.
And
Michael Cera
as Morty. That's it. We did it. That doesn't need to be discussed anymore. What about South Park, guys?
Goddamn.
And this is tough.
There's so many child
All right.
actors.
So here's what we do. Because we don't know child actors, we don't cast any of the main 4 kids. What we do is we cast the adults in South Park. Starting with Randy Marsh. Randy Marsh is an important character in the South Park universe. And
Danny McBride. You could do that one.
Yep, he's a little too fat.
Yeah, a little bit. Just as far as body shape goes, a little bit too big.
You know who he would be good though is if he played Jimbo, Randy's brother.
Fair. Oh yeah.
That's who he plays. Almost the same character as he had in Tropic Thunder. It's like that works. Danny McBride is him, but Randy is tough. Randy,
Man. Oh, I don't want to make the wrong decision because it's so important to my soul.
Randy's my favorite character on South Park, by the way.
I love Randy.
He's absolutely my favorite character. So, yeah.
I don't know.
You got to cast this one right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This is another one where you brought up that SNL guy earlier from
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader sounds like a really good Randy.
Probably pull it off.
No, that was one I could have seen as a Sudeikis. Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah.
He's like a little. His comedy, I think, is what puts me there.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Ooh, as old Randy.
Yes. You would be hilarious too. You don't even know he's funny until he does Randy.
Yeah, I mean Daniel Day-Lewis as Randy Marsh. Like that actually is kind of fucking awesome.
Here at Integrity Farms.
Yeah. Big Gay Al. Like who do you throw at Big Gay Al? Perez Hilton.
Oh, well, yeah.
Something like
there
that.
There we go. Wait, is that guy even alive?
I don't know. I don't remember. Trying to think of some of the other characters. PC Principal. That's Jake and Sudeikis.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mr. Mr. Garrison.
Oh God.
No, that's Bill Hader. That's Bill Hader.
Yeah,
that's Bill Hader.
I could
Mr.
do Bill
Garrison.
Hader as Mr. Garrison.
Yeah. Who?
See, who else do we have?
Trying to think of some of the other characters. Oh, who's the counselor?
Mr. Mackey.
Mr. Mackey. Yeah.
That's bad.
Like thinning hair.
John Lithgow.
Yeah. Or John Lithgow works. I'm in. That's a good one. That's a good one. Cartman's mom. Doesn't really matter. All the women in. Sorry.
Wow.
She's got to be slightly slutty though.
Yeah. Oh.
Cartman's mom.
She did sleep with the entire Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. I saw that video. It was good.
Tara Reid. I don't care.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
As Bunny Lebowski, Tara Reid.
We'll move on to the last thing that I have. And this one is even more difficult, I would say. Save the best for last. Ladies and gentlemen, what if you were to cast as real human beings the cartoon of Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
It's tough. It's tough.
I would probably do Terry Crews as Frylock.
You know what? That's a solid pick. I'm okay with that. I was going to say Samuel L. Jackson, but I think Terry Crews is a better pick on this. I think you're absolutely right. We all know Frylock's black. Leave it alone. We know Frylock's black.
Mike Tyson as Meatwad from Samantha.
Who's Meatwad?
Mike Tyson.
Oh, just because of the voice, I guess, right?
That would be funny.
Yeah. I don't know though. I think with Meatwad you need a short fatty, and that's why I go back to Danny DeVito could be Meatwad. I think a Danny DeVito
He's not jovial enough. I don't see DeVito.
He could be jovial. He could be. Okay, Jonah Hill then.
That would be fun.
Jonah Hill as Meatwad.
Master Shake.
Master Shake is the toughest to me because he is crucial to the show, and his comedy is very condescending. He's got to be condescending. He's got to be able to be funny but play the asshole really well. That's
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr as Master Shake sort of works. I don't disagree with that, actually.
I think it's Samantha. Yeah, Samantha's right there. Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. Yeah. Bill Burr's
But
Master Shake.
I'm trying to think because he does. It's like, and he's grating, and he's like, well, I'm just saying it. I'm just doing that. Like, it's very Burr-ish. Carl.
Oh, okay. Carl. Ooh.
Now, Carl, I could see as DeVito.
Lewis Black.
Short.
I could kind of see the Seth Rogen Carl.
Seth Rogen, Lewis Black, Danny DeVito. Okay, all three good picks.
Hand Banana Samantha.
Oh,
the dog's name was Hand Banana.
Hand Banana, yeah. Hand Banana was stupid, though. I don't like Hand Banana. I like the Moonanites.
Oh, the
they were
Moonanites
pretty
good.
The Moonanites.
But that's such a reverent, like, the problem with the show is it's also like 15 minutes. They're like 12-minute episodes. So it's like everything is kind of just like.
I love that show until the movie. The movie was so terrible, it kind of like ruined it for me.
Yeah.
The show had the right format with short, quick episodes that were stupid yet delivered.
Well, they held a cohesive note for about 11 minutes. It was.
Where's my paper?
But the movie was a bad idea.
I saw the movie like in theaters, and I mean I enjoyed it. But the thing is, like, it got so. I think I also at some point like moved out and we lost cable, and then I didn't.
The show itself got fucked out, is what happened.
Yeah,
and it never really rebounded after that movie. Like the first, I want to say it was like the first 3 seasons of it were fantastic, and then kind of after that, sort of just
Well, again, it was something that was kind of underground for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I knew people who would reference it, and I didn't understand any of the references until I think even a little bit after it got started when I got hooked in it.
Oh, come on, though. We got to get a good Carl. We got to get a good consensus on a Carl.
Let's see.
I'm actually, yeah, you might be right with Danny DeVito again. It's right in there. I mean, if he was alive, James Gandolfini.
That would be a good Carl.
I feel like Carl should be Randy Marsh, but in human form.
Okay.
Do you remember when they did do the live act? They got an actor.
They actually did. Yeah, you're right. They did it at some. Yeah, they did. I don't think it was anybody famous though.
No, just some dude.
It was just some dude from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably like the janitor in their offices or something. Like it wasn't anybody famous, I don't think. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know who they did it.
Well, there you go. That's some casting couch for you. Woo! Yeah. I don't know. It's been a while since we've done it. Thought it was a good. I thought it was a fun one. It's an idea I had when I was like half in sleep. I'm like, what if all the Simpson characters were It started with the Simpsons, but moved on from there. Apart from that,
who was the guy? I believe he was in NYPD Blue. I'm trying to remember his name.
I never watched that show, man.
Oh God damn it!
I hated cop shows early.
Yeah, it's not.
Dennis Franz.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I know this guy that you're talking about.
Dennis Franz.
Wasn't he the host of Unsolved Mysteries at one point?
Well, I can. You know what I can do? Look that up.
I think that's him with the mustache, right?
Franz, Unsolved Mysteries. That was Dennis Farina.
Farina. Okay, it was close enough. Okay, so which one's... Okay, Dennis Franz. I'm thinking of some other guy.
Yeah, he was a short, bald guy, a little bitty mustache.
Oh, that douchebag! I don't like him. No, he's not. He's not capable of handling the comedy of Carl. I'm going back to Danny DeVito. I'm all right with Danny DeVito with Carl.
Oh, you know who else you could have done as Meatwad? Jack Black.
Oh, Jack Black is very Meatwad-y.
He could have been a Meatwad hard.
Yeah.
Or Carl.
But more Meatwad. More Meatwad.
He would have been a better Meatwad.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Solid job, everybody.
Yeah, I think it's time we wrap it up for the evening. It's about that time. Thought it was a pretty fun show tonight.
Boy.
I still haven't got to talk about my crazy neighbor trying to she speaks no English, but she keeps asking me for my papayas. They're growing like my
Give me the papaya.
Yeah, she's trying to get me. She's like Indian. She wants my papayas and she's trying to ask me to buy them, but I don't want to sell them to her because like
why?
Well, because I fed the tree Tide out of my washing machine, like I drained it off. That's why it grew so fast.
She's gonna really like it because of that.
Like, well, I just don't want to kill somebody, with my Tide papayas. So like that's kind of one of the reasons. Like,
what if they taste amazing and clean?
Yeah, they might be. They might be like a soapy sweet type of situation. I don't know.
That's one of those flavor profiles I love when they get right.
Soapy sweet. That's definitely what it needs to be. Is there anything we need to specifically promote this week other than what is it? The Corner Cafe in Sanford, Florida.
Yeah.
Check that place out. I've heard I've heard there's some good food rocking
Try
up
the food.
in there.
There it is.
Yeah,
they have food.
Yeah, they do. And make sure to call your cable company for Ty and talk to him. And
I guess.
Yeah. Guys, we we thank you for joining the show this evening. We do have a Patreon if you would like to donate to that. That is over at patreon.com/ONRS. We've also been doing a lot more content with Ono Wrestling. So if you are a wrestling fan, right now is the best time of year to be a wrestling fan, in between the Royal Rumble and, of course, WrestleMania. But we also cover AEW and Impact and everything with New Japan that's going on right now as well over OnoWrestling.com. We implore you to, of course, check out onomedia.com, where we're doing a lot of video work for content creators and for other podcasts. If you like our little videos that we do, we certainly hope that you would check us out and maybe give us a call. We'll give you an estimate about what we can do for you. That being said, leave us a voicemail at 407-906-6466. And what do we say when we get out of here for the evening, boys?
Eat a bag of dicks. Eat a bag of dicks. Eat a bag of dicks. Go bag of dicks. Go back. Eat a bag of dicks. 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 Take this bag of dicks and introduce it into your mouth. The bag of dicks. The bag of dicks.
Also, do not forget to check out the Son of Clips this Wednesday.